Welcome to episode 24. For the last 15 years, I've been helping the rebels of the internet to build a personal brand that feels really good. Now, when I say rebels, I'm not talking about criminals. I've not been involved in any criminal, can't even say it, activity. But what I have been part of is people walking outside the lines, choosing another path, being a little bit contrarian in terms of what people expect from them. I've been part of moments where people have pivoted and gone on a different path, even if it made absolutely no sense to anybody else. But I knew that there was no looking back. There was no other way. They needed to do what they needed to do. And so I want you to think about your rebellious blend today and how you can really convert that online in what you share about yourself and your business. Because if you haven't already noticed, everything is a bit samey, It's a bit boring. It's almost like going on every single date and people are just like saying the same scripts, saying the same lines. And you're like, really? Is this what we're doing here? I'm not on the dating scene by any means, but I've heard this from pals. It's like everyone's just a bit the same. Like I'm looking for something a bit different. So I'm going to give you some things to think about and maybe mind map and then put together in terms of your digital disco. The first thing, what is the blend of you? What are all the parts of you that make up this version? And I think sometimes we just think very laterally, like, well, I don't know, I went to this kind of university or I didn't go to university and I started working here. But I want you to think about all those ingredients that make up you. Secondly, the options that you offer. What are you here for? If you were a pub menu, for example, they will say things like light bites, or they will say desserts that can be shared for two, or they'll talk about a 12-course taster menu. You are very clear about what you're going to get here. And I think that being able to communicate that to your ideal clients is absolutely crucial. The third thing is the design. How do you want the look and feel of your digital disco to be communicated to your ideal clients? I want you to think about that as they move through the world. How do they know that it's you? And I sometimes like to think about, okay, what would be the real life space? If you had a shop on the high street, if you created a room, if you created a cafe or a restaurant or some kind of space, what would be the feeling around it? Are you offering bespoke options? Are you being very point and press, very formulaic, or do you need to add a little bit of a bespoke nature? Now, if you were an interior designer, there might be some people who go, oh, I really like those pictures of those houses, those semi-detached Victorian houses. There's loads of them around here that you just did to my friend's house. Can you just replicate the same thing? Whereas there's going to be some people who go, please don't replicate it at all, because I've got all these antiques, I've got these things that I've collected in my attic, and what I need help with is incorporating them into a space so it doesn't look like a junk shop. That's what they need help with. So really think about how bespoke you want to be. Permission. Are you really giving people permission to do the things that they want to do? You know, those people that maybe at uni or maybe at college where you were like, oh, I think I'm only going to go for one. And you'd have a friend who's like, yeah, okay. Do you want to go for one? And you're like, yeah. And you know you're not going home before you've both drunk about 2 bottles of wine. And then you're like, oh, yeah, I said I was only going for one. But they do something. They're an enabler in you. And I want that person for you, whatever service it is that you are looking for, to really elevate and take it all the way to the point where you go, oh my goodness, all these things are possible. Finally, are you showing your expert eye, your way that you can unscramble thoughts and ideas and processes and stuckness? Are you showing how great you are at your job? And finally, are you bringing ease and flow to the situation? Or are you just kind of adding to the noise? I want you to make sure that you can get right into what it is that you need to do. I always think about this in terms of a massage. You know, you want somebody who's not going to kind of just chat and chat. You know, you're like, I've only got 50 minutes here, or I only got 90 minutes. Like, you want them to put their hands on you in a very ethical way, obviously, but you want the massage to begin. I can chat about stuff in the car with my partner, with my family. I can do all that when I get home, but here in this moment, I would like the massage because that's what you've paid for. So have a think about the tweaks that you need to make for your online home, and I'll see you in the next episode. Lots of love. Bye.